To you.
Good morning, Jim.
Good to have you with us. The final game of the season tonight over in Childersburg. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes, but reflect back a week ago about the game and your thoughts.
Yeah, well, you know, we got off to a terrible start. I thought second quarter we played a lot better. Third quarter we played a marvelous third quarter and a decent fourth quarter. But you cannot get started on that kind of opponent with that kind of those kind of faults. But you know, we started the game out and gave up a couple of quick passes for touchdowns by those guys. But we fumble, they kick off return, they get it back, score. Before you know it, they've scored 30 points in the first quarter. It was just like that. It was like, you know, you talk about a boulder going down the hill. But then we kind of settled down and started playing football and did quite well. After we settled down, did quite well and brought it back within a competitive balance and did quite well. You know, we made a lot of second half adjustments in that third quarter. If we'd played the whole game like the third quarter, we'd have won it hands down. But we didn't do it, and those guys went to the playoffs, and they deserve it. Ranburne played a good ball game.
Yeah, Ranburne, tough place to play anyway, right. And they had something to play for as far as playoff implications are concerned. Tonight, Childersburg hosts Fayetteville, and of course, you know, a lot of people think Fayetteville and Childersburg have been playing down through the years, but Childersburg has not lost to Fayetteville.
Never have.
In the short series, anyway.
We've played them twice, but you know, the thing about this game, Jimmy, is a lot of history there. When Fayetteville first organized a football program, Childersburg allowed us to play at their facilities. And Fayetteville played at Childersburg facilities on Thursday nights, and Childersburg played their game on Friday nights, the way I understand it. And early on in that deal, actually, some of B.B. Comer's band, before we had a band, would go support our team playing on Thursday nights. So it was really a community, county effort to get the program off the ground there. We owe a lot to the Childersburg Tigers, but this will be our first time to play, of course, at the new stadium. They came to our place last year. You remember we had the big power outage, had to play it on Saturday. And that was a unique experience as well. But we'll go to Childersburg, and it's, you know, I coached there for 6 years. That's my hometown. A win there would be tremendous. So we're looking forward to it, and we're honored to go there and play. And Coach Johnson does a great job there, and is the perfect guy for the job there. And he's going to turn that program completely around.
Yeah, he's only got 5 seniors on that team.
That's right, and they're young, and he's doing the right things, and those guys are working toward their goals and what they want to accomplish in the future. And he, you know, Coach Johnson, Johnny Johnson, awesome human being, great coach, and it's an honor for us to go there and play them.
All right, kick at 7 o'clock tonight. That's our game of the week on WOTM and WOIL television. And rain throughout the day today intermittently, and possible rain tonight. And it's the final game of the season. I guess final game of the season with no playoff implications. You look forward to playing a lot of fresh faces probably.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have a lot of new guys on the field tonight, and a lot of people get an opportunity to showcase their talents and things like that. You know, one kid I like to say a lot about today, you always ask me to bring up a kid. I didn't mean to jump the gun on that, but Aiden Blair is a young 8th grader, actually, is starting to play for us and on the varsity level and doing a great job at fullback and linebacker. Doing a great job, really proud of the things that he's doing and what he accomplished last week in the game. And both the Hammonds brothers, you know, Hunter and Cameron Hammonds are doing great things for us, and you'll see them tonight on the field at Childersburg, and hopefully they'll play the way we've been practicing all week. They've been having a good week of practice.
Yeah, Childersburg with a very explosive football team. They've lost to some powers, Montgomery Catholic and Trinity and B.B. Comer, so that's a lot of good football teams they've lost to, and you guys have lost some good football teams as well.
Well, we have, and the thing about it, Childersburg and Fayetteville both play in very tough regions, and I call it the SEC of the AHSAA. You know, we really do have some tough opponents, and that's part of it. And we'll fight the good fight. We'll go play whoever they schedule us to play. But you know, hopefully John and them will get a good draw next year, and we'll do this thing in, I believe, January. We'll draw again this year for our region opponents, and where we'll be placed. So I hope Fayetteville has a good draw and Childersburg has a good draw as well, and we'll see. But whatever hand we're dealt, next year we're going to go play it.
You know, we talk about competition and Childersburg and Fayetteville and community support and stuff like that. But a lot of the coaches in our area and other areas in the state of Alabama, they're friends with the opposing coach.
Well, I'm good friends with Coach Johnson. He and I were on the same staff at Childersburg, and he taught me a lot about football. And he's a great individual, great guy. I just enjoyed my time at Childersburg so very much, learned so much. But, you know, going to clinics together and teaching together and being a part of a staff together, you get to know a person very well. And I trust Coach Johnson and would do anything for him. If he called me today and needed something, sure, Coach, I'll take care of it. What do you need? You know, that's the way it would be if I called him. Good friends, and you know, we get close to each other in this county, and it's a great county to work in, and great competition. And I'm very thankful we have someone so close by. You know, the school's 2.5 miles from my house, and 10 miles from Fayetteville School. So it's nice to get on that yellow dog and not go very far like we did the Rambler last week, which is you know, an hour and 40 minutes away. You know.
I saw, and I've never preached this, but I've seen it where other ministers have preached. They talked about adversity, a life challenge or something like that.
Right.
And how do you deal with adversity? It comes to everybody.
It comes to everybody. You know, Childersburg is a team that's gone through their struggles and their things this past couple of years. Well, we have too. Mm-hmm. You got two teams playing now that's been through a lot in rebuilding their programs and things like that. But when adversity comes, I like to see football as the great teacher. That's what I love about football so much, all of athletics. And, you know, we have a lot of athletic programs at Fayetteville where kids are able to get out there and compete. And what that teaches a kid is that no matter the ups and downs of life, don't let that control you. Be the person you're going to be, do the right things, and grow from the adversity, learn from the adversity. Experiences teach us about life, and that's what I love about football so much. It teaches us so much, and that we can get up off the canvas and get back in the game of life.
And adversities, bad decisions in life always has some sort of consequences, either now or later.
Absolutely. You know, the Bible says, be sure your sin will find you out. And
I don't like that one.
That's right. Well, God will not be mocked, the Bible also says. But you know, anything we do in life is on a stage. People see everything we do in life. And I teach our kids that the caliber of a person you are is what you do when nobody's watching. It's what you do when nobody's watching. That's the caliber of person you are. But to be sure that our character always is on display. Our character is always on display. And you're either going to have it or you're going to be one. So what's it going to be?
You know, talked about different programs that Fayetteville is involved in with sports. Basketball about to get cranked up too, isn't it?
Right. I'm coaching girls basketball this year, and I have a great assistant coach in Jason Jacks. And we're doing the girls JV and girls varsity. And we've already had some practices going on with those that are, you know, able to come, not involved in other sports. And Monday, you know, starts our real practices Monday. But we have been having a great time. These are a great group of girls and fun to be around, and they're excited about the season. And I look for great things to be happening out of our girls basketball programs. No kidding. And I think we're going to win a lot of ball games. I think this will be the first time, you know, we're in the playoffs in a while. We're going to make it. And we had that goal, and we're going to, you know, work ourselves to attain that goal. Now, the boys are being coached by Matthew Moore, and he's young and has a lot of excitement, and he's coaching the boys JV and varsity as well. And all our teams will be playing on the same night, so we're looking for great things out of the boys, and those guys are excited. And he's got those young men working very hard, and they're running their sprints and they're getting in shape right now. So it's fun to watch those guys, and all those guys are involved. It's not playing football; they're all involved in practice right now. So we got it going and having a good time.
As athletic director, it's incumbent upon you as the AD to make sure that there's enough funding for all these sports as well, and you have to keep the balls balanced, I guess.
You do, absolutely, and you know, with all our programs, with all our girls programs, and all our programs for the guys, that funding has to be there to allow them to have the same level playing field as other schools that do rake in the dollars and so forth like that. But our county has made a great commitment to all of our kids at Fayetteville, in that they're building for us, and it's nearing completion. I think it'll be through in January, a new field house for us, weight room facility. And that'll be for all the athletes at Fayetteville. No matter what sport you play, boys, girls, can come in there, and we're going to work them hard in that weight room to get them ready for that field and that court and get them ready. So I appreciate what's been done for us by our county and the expectations of our
You got
coaches.
some good stuff building process down there.
It's really fun to see what's going on right now, and the expectations are high. And we're going to work to fulfill those expectations, and our kids are going to be competitive in whatever sport they play, absolutely. But I'm so proud of our girls volleyball team that went to regionals this year and competed, and they did a great job. And we just have a lot of good sports at Fayetteville.
Before we go this morning, I've seen it, and you have much more than me down through the years, where a star quarterback is hurt, or a star receiver is hurt, or a star linebacker is hurt, or something like that. And there's sudden change. You know, you can't depend on that particular person, so you have to regroup and go to plan B. How do you do that?
Well, you know, the thing about it is all the kids on a sports team, whether you're talking about football or basketball, have all been practicing. They've all been practicing every day. And when that moment of opportunity arises, you probably heard it said, next man up.
Yeah.
And that's really what it becomes, next man up. And they're all ready. They all want that experience. But to put them out there,
then they're on the stage.
Then on the stage, when those lights pop on that football field on Friday night, it's a different world for a lot of kids. And a lot of times, you know, what they accomplish on the practice field is different on Friday nights. The first 1 or 2 times they do it. But I believe that kids can rise to that occasion, and you never know where the hero is going to come from.
Yeah, no doubt. Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville High School. Fayetteville travels over to John's hometown, Childersburg, Alabama, to take on the Tigers. Kick at 7 o'clock tonight. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. I'd like to say to you, go Wolves.
All right. Coach John Limbaugh Show brought to you by Lori Darlings in Fayetteville and in Childersburg. More daybreak after this.